Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is the Road to the Masters.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, opening round coverage of the main classic. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So Frank, the PGA Tour season really starting to get interesting now. Of course, we still have the Open Championship to look forward to, but after that, not a whole lot remains until the start of the playoffs in Memphis.
Yeah, apart from that trip across the pond, yeah, we're going to be stateside the rest of the season. And it's weird. I know a season looks long on paper, but, you know, the weeks just fly by. And the quality of golf we've seen this year has just been absolutely spectacular. And I think we're going to finish strong. I really do. I think there might be something special. You know, maybe some sub-60s to close the year, but I'm really looking forward to those playoffs. On the PGA Tour, they use shots gained. You put everybody else in the bunker there, and believe me, I think you would have beaten most of the field. Really good shot.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Okay, that one's dancing. A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll stay at even par. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Well, that can happen on a par 5. I mean, you'd let it rip on that second shot, trying to get it home in two, and you end up just a little bit long.
Yeah, too much mustard. Obviously did not want to be short, but problem now comes from over the back.
Ten-foot putt left. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Craig, as we stand here at the 4th and look out, no mistaking where we're at. I know I'm having some lobster for dinner tonight.
Or some clam chowder. The best comes from this area. Well, actually, for the ocean, though, anything that strays a little left off this tee will find that ocean. And believe me, there's been more than one ball hit down there. Generous fairway, that's really the goal, and the tiniest of green. If you find the green, you're going to have a birdie putt. Very short one indeed. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So from just off the fairway, this is second. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
His swing didn't quite look right on that one. Woo, Nelly. Whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Now the 5th hole, par 4, 481 yards.
Find the fairway, and it's a fairly generous one. You should have a shot where you want a nice lofted one over that front bunker to land softly on the green.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's looking at 148 yards to the front, 156 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Here we go. This one for birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. Now at the 6th hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep, so really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
This from about 10 feet. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Now to the 7th hole here at Lighthouse Point. Frank, we all love the shorter par 4s.
There's so many decisions to be made here at 7. You look at the scorecard, it's not very long, but when you start to flash your driver down that right side, you'll notice that fairway gets very narrow. So the decision is really that's the prudent play or not. From there, it's just a short iron in, and you should be looking at birdie.
Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Well, that was nearly very good. Just the speed of the green taking that one away.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 1 under par. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole doglegs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green. Wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe. And an outside chance at making an eagle here. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. Frank, you think about the great designers, Pete Dye, Alistair McKenzie, and Christian Brand is certainly in that conversation. They like to play mind games with you, and you're playing with people's heads when you look at that number on the card versus the 10th hole.
Yeah, 10th hole, which is par 4, plays a lot longer than 11, but this is it's a very clever hole. It's called what we call a tweener. It's in between a 4 and a 5. So if you walk away with here with 5, you feel like you've lost something. Walk away with 4, you feel like you've gained something. So the great par 5s are often reachable. 11, that's one of them.
And this one's only 530 yards as a par 5, and remember 10 was a par 4 at 592. That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay right where he is. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10. This one comes in at 530 yards. And more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it. That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. Back here now at the 12th hole, par 4, 439 yards, Frank, to the center of this green off the black tees.
And if the breeze blows left to right, this hole plays very hard. One of the reasons why, just through the fairways littered with bunkers. So not only do you have to pick the right line, but somehow you've got to get that ball the right distance as that hole bends completely to the left. Rather interesting shaped green here at 12.
This is a stiff test, no doubt. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay at -3. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards. And not only that, too, they put the two fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again. at the end of a long, long walk.
And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. And to the 14th hole. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 4 under. 15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. Wow, even though that'll be a bogey, that is about as good as you can do right there.
That ball took a peek at the hole. Excellent shot.
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker.
Okay, a little beyond the hole, but a good shot, and a birdie attempt coming up. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Looks like about 80 yards left.
This is a tough hole today, and just inside 10 feet after that short shot, so still working very hard to make par.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and he'll stay right where he is. We've made it at last to the 18th, partner. What a finishing hole.
It is. It's a tee shot you have to respect. That fairway goes on that sort of 60-degree angle towards the left, so you have to know how far you fly the ball, and of course you can't afford to miss-hit your tee shot. But a good tee shot. Let's talk a bit positive here. Good tee shot in the middle of the fairway, just going to leave you a short iron, and an excellent chance to finish with another birdie.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for a second into the wind. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
is a beauty in for birdie here at the last. That's got to wind up an opening round 68, 4 under par. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get further away.
So that's a wrap for all of us at